Testing, testing.
Testing, one, two, three, testing. Okay, oh, thank you.
to record it this way.
Today is October 22nd, 2025, and call special meeting for the city commission to order. Ms. City Clerk, would you provide us with a roll call?
Yes. Commissioner Dr. Robin Woods, District 1. Commissioner Devontae Knight, District 2. Here. Commissioner Ronte Harris, District 3. Mayor Pro Tem Lane Stevens, District 4. Here. Mayor Dr. Beverly Nash, District 5.
Here. The item that we have on the agenda for tonight is the city manager's employment agreement. There are a couple of items. Mr. Attorney Roberts, you'd like to start the discussion off before I get into
Yes.
a couple of items that I saw?
Yes, thank you, Madam Mayor. The city commissioners asked me to prepare a contract for our new city manager, which I did. In the contract itself, I put a date of October 14th. That was the date we voted on. I don't know what the date was accepted on, but that's the date we voted on, and that's there on the 14th. That date can change. Also, I put as a placeholder, the salary range on the advertisement that I had was 100 to 150, and that's negotiable by the commissioners to be discussed. I did put the 150 in the contract, but that was just a placeholder. It cannot go any higher, and it cannot go any lower than 100 as per advertisement. I don't think there's any more change that was made. It's up for discussion with the commissioners as to what an appropriate salary should be and what is an effective date that the agreement should be entered into with the city and Mr. Melton.
Okay. I did not see any provision for the car in the contract. Is that standard not to put that as a part?
The last couple of contracts I looked at for the city managers, I did not see a car in those contracts. It was understood that they did have a car. I don't know if there's an internal policy that governs that, but that can be put in the contract if needed.
Do we know about the internal policy? Because I haven't seen an internal policy.
No, I don't know. I'm just saying from the contracts I looked at in the past, I didn't see a car in the contract.
Okay. I would suggest to the dais that we put some mention of a car and the maintenance of the car as well as gas. Also, we will need a background check, credit check, drug testing, and whatever else HR processes are in place for our city manager as well. Any comments? I had one more, sorry. Given that I think our last city manager was at 120,000.
I believe he's at 110, but may have incrementally increased. But I believe his contract started at 110. I believe Mr. McLean was at 120 or 130. I cannot remember exactly.
Yes. I will suggest a salary of 130 for Mr. Milton. Discussion?
I have some comments to discuss the salary, if you want to go there first, but before we get to that, a couple of comments, if I could make those, concerning the contract itself.
Oh, you want to make them now? Okay. Commissioner Wood.
One of the things that I know I have discussed with the attorney was a probationary period, I would like to see that in the contract. I know we have the 30-day clause, but I would like us to have in the contract a probationary period, so that we will know, and that we can set whatever the months are. I would say, it needs to be put in there at least no less than, no more than 6 months, but it could be 3 to 6 months, whatever this board decides on. But I would like to see you add that to the contract, as I've looked at several cities and the contracts from various cities across Florida, and it is not, a reach to say we should have it in the contract.
Okay.
And I have some verbiage that I've looked at a few of them, but I think that will cover us to make sure that we don't have a repeat of, not the city manager, not Mr. Ash, but we don't have a manager in, and it takes us 11 months to figure out that they're not performing the duties. So I would like to see that into the contract if possible, and if agreed to by the board. That's one of the things that stood out to me. Another thing was, could you enlighten me on, is there a such thing as a conflict of interest clause? I saw that in some contracts. Is that something that we've ever put in ours customarily? Because it was probably in more contracts that I looked at than not.
I have not seen it and I'm just using the city manager's contracts that I've
Okay.
seen with the city. I have not seen a conflict of interest.
Okay, and then also workday expectations, is that covered specifically in the contract, or is it just your
You
duties
said
and
work.
responsibilities?
You said work day
Because I also have seen that in certain contracts. I took it upon myself, I probably looked at about 10 city manager contracts just to compare to what we have
Okay.
and what other cities that are comparable to us have. And then ethical standards, code of conduct, is that in our contract? Because those are also some considerations I'd like us to look at as well, if we could, or discuss, what have you. As far as salary ranges, I did have the finance manager, Mr. Ash, thank you for that information, from the finance manager, as we look at salaries, because we also have to consider insurance. She was not sure what the insurance requirements were, because I don't know what the ask is. But when we consider salary, we also have to consider that as well. So it's a little different. We know that we have had some budget constraints. And you said the 150 that you have in the contract was just a holding number, or was that a suggestion?
That was
from-
that was just a placeholder. That was not a suggestion
Okay.
manual.
All right, that's good to know.
It's not a suggestion manual.
There is not anywhere that city that compares to our size that pays that kind of salary for a city manager. The median range for rural cities is about $86,000, believe it or not. And even a place like Key West, Miami Beach, those big, larger cities, they're only at $113,000. North Miami Beach, $113,000. Deerfield, $111,000. Mariana, $110,000. I can go on and on, but I'm just throwing out some cities that are, either not comparable because they're larger than us, that pay less. So I'm in the agreement. I think I heard 130. I would even back that to between 110, 120. So those are my comments and recommendations.
The verbiage for you mentioned a number of areas. Do you have verbiage for ethical conduct and
Yes, I could give that to
Workday.
you.
and you mentioned a third one,
Conflict of interest.
conflict of interest. You have suggested verbiage for
Yes,
that?
I do.
Okay. You want to share that now, or,
No, I'll wait to hear from, because they may not want to add it, so, yeah, you know, if you want to look at adding that into the contract, then that would be something, but I don't know if that's what every commissioner would want to add into the contract.
okay. Commissioner Knight?
Yes, I think the second time around when we would put out the job advertisement that we approved a salary range between, I want to say it was 150 to 125 to 150, and there was a motion made. I'm just kind of baffled because I see it on the job announcement
Yeah.
dated on August 30th. So that was before that motion was made and passed by this board.
There was a motion to raise it to 125.
125 to 150?
Yeah. Yes. So I don't know why it did not get changed on the announcement moving forward. I have no explanation.
I'm sorry, Commissioner, I did look at the other postings, even in the other places, and they were still using this figure, because yes, and I was like, I don't know what, I couldn't remember what we did, but, they still had this salary, I think because it captures the 120 to 125, whatever it was, but, I'm not sure, that would, I guess, be HR, but I did look at the other postings that we had, I think it was on Indeed and a couple other places, and they still had this salary range for some reason.
Any other comments?
I just,
Okay, Commissioner Knight.
I also too had, was looking at the contract and I share your concern about needing to add a clause in there or a section in there governing the use of a car. That, correct me, I don't have it in front of me right now, but that, it was a line item in the budget that funds the car or at least gas. Anything that's right.
Maintenance, diesel, and repair or something like that. That was the line item description.
So we would just need to just put language to it that governs the use of the car.
I've got a suggestion on that.
Commissioner Stevens.
I think that it would probably go under Section 8, other terms and conditions of employment. I think we could add a paragraph C with language that would read something like, employer shall provide employee with a vehicle for use on official city business, and employer shall also provide for maintenance and gas for said vehicle. I think that would,
Could we make a,
you want me to repeat it?
No, sir, I was gonna ask, and that would, I'm sorry, do we need to clarify, because I know the city manager can take the vehicle home, right? Is that what you're offering? Could you add that into your motion, into your statement, I'm sorry?
and then we'll make it into a motion, if we all agree?
Yeah, I have no problem.
Let me read this, and then if y'all agree, then I'll read it again as a motion. Is that okay? Employer shall provide employee with a vehicle for use on official city business, including travel to and from home, and the employer shall also provide for maintenance and gas for that vehicle. Okay, then I will make a motion under Section 8, add paragraph C. Employer shall provide employee with a vehicle for use on official city business, including travel to and from home, and employer shall also provide for maintenance and gas for said.
Second. It's been moved in second that we add a section, a letter C to Section 8 of the other terms and condition of employment that speaks to the provision for a car, as read by our Commissioner Stevens. Are you ready for question? All in favor of the motion, say so by saying yes or aye. 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 Motion passes 4-0. Now we want to move to the salary or to the other sections that Commissioner Wood suggested.
I'll make a motion on salary. If I might.
Yes, Commissioner Stevens.
Given that I think we had voted on approving a range of 125 to 150, I would make a motion that we set the initial salary at $125,000.
I would second that. It's been moved and second that we set the salary of the city manager at 125. Are you ready for question? All in favor of the motion, please say so by saying aye or
Aye.
yes. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes 3-1. Salary at 125.
I'd like to make a motion that we set a probationary period for 6 months for the city manager's employment, and then reevaluate after 6 months.
Okay. I have a question. Are we putting that into the contract or
Yes,
what? We,
probationary period for 6 months.
within the body of the contract, you have a place?
You
For
can
that-
Put it in at, well, I'll let the attorney suggest the placement of the probation. I think it would be a whole new section, because I don't think it fits with any of this. You might, maybe you could put it with term and termination, but it just seems like that's a whole different, unless you want to put it under evaluation process or prior to it.
Are there other terms or
So you
conditions
could,
of employment?
You know, so.
Terms of termination probably better with that one.
Terms and termination?
Section.
but it
Section
wouldn't
3?
go-
Yeah. Let me see where I put it. I'll put it in. Or evaluation process, I didn't see this. Yeah, I'm going back and forth on section 2 or 3, because evaluation process would be a part of the probationary period, right?
So section 2?
Yeah, so maybe, yeah, section 2 would probably be better.
So you're adding that to your motion? That we add in section 2 evaluation process, a probationary period of, is that 6 months?
6 months.
6 months as a part of the employment process, and probationary period of 6 months added to section 2 evaluation process. It's been moved in second. All in favor, say so by saying yes or aye. Aye. Motion passes 4-0. Do you have verbiage on the probationary process you want to share with the attorney, or do you want the attorney to come up with something?
He can, or I can share. I have, it pretty much says the same. thing, but
Read it out for me,
it says the initial 6 months of the city manager's employment under this agreement shall be considered a probationary period. The purpose of the probationary period is to allow the city commission to assess the city manager's performance qualifications and suitability for continued employment. Then it goes on to,
Okay.
talk about termination of the agreement.
Yeah.
But I think that's already in here.
Good, then I'll,
We would just need this first
yeah,
one.
so,
Share
thank you.
that with
I'll
him.
make that the first sentence in
That's right
section
here,
2.
up to right here.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I'm passing it down, what she was reading.
Thank you. Just this sentence. Okay.
Do we need to vote on that language, or did the motion that she made cover that?
Yeah, the motion should have covered it, the
Okay.
probationary period.
Okay.
Let me copy this. Thank you.
You had two more considerations
Yeah,
that
I
you.
was gonna ask Attorney Robert, so with the workday expectations, would that fall under duties? It was a little more specific with workday, as far as hours on some of the contracts. I know we don't really address it here, but, we wanna make sure that the city manager is here. So I don't know that there's a clause somewhere. If any commissioner sees it, please point me to it.
I don't have one.
Not,
It talks about a lot of things, but not the workday in itself.
would you read what you are alluding to, or suggesting that we put? It talks,
In front of me, hold on. So I'm specifically speaking to, I know that the manager's position is salaried, right? But there should be an expectation by the commission that the manager is actually at work, performing the duties that this said commission has given, those duties that are in the contract. I think that could just be added there in section 1. I'll have to pull up the verbiage.
Okay,
I thought I
that's
had
fine.
it, but I don't have it in front of me.
direct, removes, okay.
It talks about but not really the work day. Not saying we're setting hours, I'm not saying that, we just, the expectation of being here.
No, we don't have anything.
Anything in there, and I don't know how we could word it, just should be one simple, he shall ensure that he is at work Monday through Friday and, whatever, something like that, I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's
To
available on
make sure
weekends.
and
too.
available for, right, available, right.
We do
Yeah, it is
call,
a
wait
7
a
day-
minute, we do
7
call
days
him.
a week
Yeah,
job.
we do call him.
So just making himself available to the commissioners, when needed, and that could be all times of the night, no, I'm just kidding. I mean, you guys get what I'm saying, I think.
It just says
I just don't
full-time
know.
executive, in terms of retirement, but, going back, I don't see anything particular to, work time.
Commissioners, let's make sure we're speaking in the mic, so I'm getting text that we can't be
Can't
heard.
hear me.
Okay.
Okay.
If
How
you will
should-
give me a minute, I think I can come up. Right, not working at all? Okay. Talk about your other issue, and give me a minute, and I think I can come up with something.
And I'll be working too. The other one was the conflict of interest. Is that something, attorney, we need in there? Any activities in this that could interfere with the manager's duty shall be prohibited?
Are you
That's
talking
all
about
it
conflict
said.
interest from the city manager with other employees or the commission? How, and
Oh, no, outside, any activities or interactions that could interfere with with the manager's duties.
are you talking about his personal conflicts of interest? Okay. Then we
I
could
just
add,
saw
if
that
there's
in
a
a couple.
language
I
that
know
we
we
could
don't
add.
have it, but-
Like, for example, if employees taking second jobs, doing other things, you just want to make sure he's exclusively
That
a city
he's
manager for
loyal to
Quincy.
the city of Quincy, correct.
Yes, because we have had city managers in the past that work for multiple cities. We have had
I
that in
think,
the past.
and that was in several contracts, that
Yeah.
conflict of interest clause.
Now,
Seems to be
if
pretty
you have
standard.
verbiage that you want to send to me and that your commissioners want to vote on, I have no problem adding it in.
Okay. I just want to make sure we get it right this
No,
time.
that's fine.
And I'll look for that clause for the workday.
Okay.
I'll have to bring it in.
All right, we have one commissioner writing out a script, and you're doing the research. Again, we need to notify HR about all the background checks and all of the credit checks and drug testing and other processes that are HR-related. Yeah, that we need to have covered.
How about something like this? Let me know if I'm going in the right direction. The employer expects employee to maintain office hours suitable to carry out the duties of the city manager's, the duties of city manager. Is that going in the right direction?
Exclusively for city business. Right, yes. Did you say that?
No,
Read it again, Commissioner. I'm sorry.
Employer
You were adding.
expects employee to maintain office hours suitable to carry out the duties of the city manager's position.
I think that covers it.
want to put that in a motion?
Yeah, that covers it.
And I would add that
Let's go.
To the duties, section 1?
Yeah, I would add it under section 1, a new number 10. Employer expects employee to maintain office hours suitable to carry out the duties of the city manager's position.
It's a motion.
That's a motion.
Okay, it's been moved in second that we add a clause that has to do with the hours of the city manager and section 1 duties, number 10, as read by Commissioner Stevens. Are you ready for the question? All in favor of the,
This is actually, these duties right here are actually out of the city charter, it's a copy out of the city charter, so if you read it.
say that again, I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
These are the duties, this is out of the city charter. So you might want to put that in some other place.
Oh, okay, okay.
Now,
In that section, it's referring to the city charter, section 3.04.
How about this? How about at the end, at the very end of section 1? And actually, there's a clause there. Let me read this clause that's already there. Employee will not accept or engage in any employment that affects, interferes, or conflicts with his employment or the performance of his duties and will cease such employment. I think there we could add, employer expects employee to maintain office hours suitable to carry out the duties of the city.
I think that will read,
yes.
that will flow.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, so,
Attorney, did you get where I was putting
Yeah,
it?
I got it.
Okay.
okay,
And
so we are at the end of section 1 duties and putting the clause about hours in that area. Again, ready for the question? All in favor of the verbiage per Commissioner Stevens? Would you say so by yes or aye?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 4-0. Okay. Any other areas that need to be covered?
I would make a motion that the contract be effective today, October 22nd.
Today, or we it tomorrow. Because the day is just about over.
Oh, he's still on the clock. We just said.
Mr. Ash is ready for the 22nd to be over.
Over with, yeah. He tired.
You spent the day, right?
Yeah, he's done. He's done with us.
What was the motion?
To
Okay.
have it effective on the 22nd.
I second it.
Okay, it's been moved in second that the effective date for employment will be October 22nd, 2025. You ready for the, you've heard the motion. Are you ready for the question? All in favor say so by saying yes or aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 4-0.
I
Okay.
have,
City manager as of 6:07.
Well, I just wanted to mention, there was a mention of health insurance and the cost. I would defer and not ask the city for any health insurance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I do have one more motion, just from a procedural standpoint. I would move that we allow the city attorney to make the various modifications to the contract, and that we then approve the mayor to review those changes and to sign the contract upon finding everything in order.
Second.
It's been moved in second that we have the attorney to make the changes and the mayor to sign. All in favor? Are you ready for question? All in favor of the motion that has been seconded, say so by yes or aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 4-0. Any other items regarding the contract that needs to come before the commission? Commissioner Wood.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to, before we leave, to thank Mr. Ash for stepping in when he had to step in, and for ensuring that the city continued to flow under the circumstances. So I want to say thank you so much. Thank you for the information. You always got back to me whenever I asked a question or via you through your department. So thank you so much. I know you are ready to get back to utilities, but I just want to thank you. And please let us know if there's anything else we can do. We can't talk to you directly, but we'll go through the city manager. And I do want to put it on record, I would like to meet with the city manager at the earliest convenience, so to discuss some things outside of this board before we come to our next board meeting, our city commission meeting. All right?
Okay,
That's
I
all I
ditto the thank you on the behalf of the commission, Mr. Ash. You did a stellar job. Thank you. You held us together until this point, and we really appreciate it. If nothing else, Commissioner, Mr. Milton, do you have anything to say as our new city manager?
Yes, when do I start?
Oh, okay. Give us a little bit tonight, and we'll get the rest at the next city commission meeting.
Well, I would like to have a moment, if I may.
Mhm.
Good evening to everyone. Roger Norman, Agent Ryan Hamlin, I'm sure you know. I want to thank you all very much for giving me this opportunity to work with you in the city. And I want to make sure that each commissioner know and realize what's this is very important. Of the 5 commissioners, none of you, neither, reached out with any agenda and any Whatever we could do, and it's a priority, because you notice I've asked that you receive, give me some feedback by Monday, October 27th. And if I have that, then it gives me that evening to work and put together a plan so that I can present it maybe the next,
Thank you. We look forward to working with you, Mr. Milton. We look forward to enhancing our city. We look forward to ensuring that our employees are the best that we can have in the city and represent all of us. So thank you very much for taking on the challenge and for being here tonight. You had,
No, I was just going to get your exact language, make sure we can the clerk get it. Okay. For the motion, that's all, after the meeting.
you had comments?
No, he was looking at me.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't know if he had a comment.
Oh, okay. Any more comments? Adjournment? Huh? Not for the special meeting.
I was asking, do we ask the public for comment?
He said, Mr. Gaines did a second on the adjournment.
I just want to
So-
make sure that we allow the public, if they have any.
Any comments? Okay, all right,
First priority, technology.
okay. That's on the list. Okay, we don't have any money. You got any suggestion how we can do some fundraisers to? Yes, please. Okay, please do.
So I'll close with this, Mayor, and then we can adjourn. Let me just say this. I didn't agree with the process. I still don't. But I'm willing to work with whoever's holding that seat for the good of District 1 constituents. I believe in giving everybody a chance, even though I don't agree with the process. So I look forward to working with you, Mr. Milton, and I will definitely have my priorities to you by the deadline. So thank you so much, and thank you to everyone who attended tonight.
And if all of us can get the priorities to him by the deadline, I think we will have a very comprehensive list of things that we need to address in this city. So, adjournment? Meeting adjourned. Thank you all.